So our build school is very much about educating owner-operators. Every machine comes off the end of that line to the required build standard. There's no low standards involved here. One of the unique characteristics of HX50 is our customer build school. Now, HX50 has been brought to market by taking the very latest certification standards and fully meeting, developing and testing the aircraft to those, but then actually delivering the aircraft to market really quickly using the amateur build regulations. Now, what that does is it means that the owner has to be involved legally in the build of the aircraft. And we do that within our factory environment here, where we provide a build school. But the build school itself provides a number of incredible opportunities for individual owners. Firstly, if you were to try and work out how best to educate people from all walks of life about how each of the key systems in their aircraft works so that they can be better independent owner-operators, so that they have a level and depth of understanding of the machine to know whether that leak's important or whether that crack's important or whether that vibration's significant, then there's no better way to do that than for them to be involved in building the whole aircraft. Now, what that means in a factory environment is clearly we've got CNC machines and kit cutting machines and casting machines and all the jigs and fixtures and assembly equipment, and the whole facility is a certified production facility. So everything is overseen and supported by our own engineers and mechanics and build staff. So the level of tuition and support and oversight that you get from the staff means that every machine comes off the end of that line to the required build standard. There's no low standards involved here. Everything is done to be properly airworthy to the strictest, tightest sense of the word. But what the owners get is they get a unique experience where they can come and learn about every element of their aircraft. They can be involved in the build of their individual aircraft, putting together all of the elements that are required by the authorities. Now, you also have to understand that when people talk about 51% build, it's not 51% of the whole aircraft. The FAA and the CAA and various other authorities around the world have a checklist of the elements of the aircraft that contribute towards the 51%, and the spirit of those regulations is that it's supposed to be recreational and educational. The objective is that you're there to educate the people that will then be flying the aircraft, to carry that knowledge forwards into their future lives as operators. So they don't build engines, they don't build rotor heads, they don't build transmissions, they don't build circuit boards in avionics. It's much lower level activity, very carefully supervised by our team of qualified engineers and inspectors. So we get to educate people, we get to show people how the engines are built and how the transmissions and the rotor heads are built and how rotor blades are built and manufactured and quality controlled. They have all of that knowledge through coming through build school, but the scope of what they actually have to deliver is well within the capability of people with no prior engineering expertise and from all walks of life. The program has been designed specifically for that. Now, the build school itself is designed to take place over 2 weeks, where you arrive and all of the components that go into your aircraft are there waiting for you, and then you follow your aircraft through the different processes in the factory that it takes to bring the aircraft together. And at the end of it, you flight test the aircraft with our engineers, and then it receives its approvals at the end of the process once it's met all of the quality controls. That's how the build school works. It's not something you need to be frightened of. We see it very much as a huge educational opportunity to give people that in their normal helicopter operating life might go 1 year to the next only seeing an instructor or an examiner for their proficiency check once a year. So to give these guys the level of expertise that they need in how to operate a helicopter provides a very, very unique safety advantage to them. And don't forget that that forms part of our broader active safety management system, where we actively monitor each and every aircraft for how it's being used, its health, and the general performance of the machine and the pilot, so that we can support and intervene should we need to protect the safety of both the pilots, the passengers, and the aircraft itself.